For me personally, it is an out-of-body experience, right? When you're dancing with someone, especially salsa or bachata, in that moment you're feeling that intimate connection with that person in that moment, and everything around you just stops. I found lockdown very isolating. It affected me a lot how much everything shut down. The world just completely stopped moving. People stopped going to work. It kind of felt post-apocalyptic. It was really depressing because everyone's lives changed instantly. 1 week we were doing something, the next nothing was happening. Before lockdown, I was dancing like 4 days a week. So I tried to dance as much as possible. I got into dancing because I knew the benefits it had to my mental health. Started when I was like 15, 16, so I was quite young. And I learned in my local town, a small school. And then I stopped when I was 18. I was busy with school work and uni work and a youthful social life. When I moved into London and I got back into it, I found a local dance school in East London and then just progressed from there, really. London itself is such a diverse city, right? I mean, so many people when they come to London, they're like, it's not like any other city because of how many cultures mix together. So dancing salsa in London, I kind of had a small expectation of that. I did think maybe there'd be a lot of Latinos and Spanish people, but there was so many people dancing that came from non-Latin countries, and it was amazing to see, you know, even people from my own culture, from Pakistan. I don't know anyone personally from my culture who danced salsa or bachata or anything like that. So to see them in this community, especially more so throughout lockdown, to be able to go through something with them, it bonded us as a community, I guess. So I've always been surrounded by a mix of cultures, whether that be in dance, in work, growing up in school, in university. That's where I feel most at home, when I am surrounded by all these different people. That's where I feel like I can really be my most authentic self. Seeing all of them mixed together in dance, in salsa, it's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful thing to see. And it's a beautiful thing to be part of, most importantly. Being able to re-emerge out of lockdown and have those feelings with people again has and did really help with my mental health and being able to cope through such a crazy time. We all have anxieties, right? But when we're living in a normal world, we can fight those anxieties. We can push through them. But when everything around you is so affected, the smallest things triggered my anxiety. I feel emotions quite intensely. So when I was feeling anxious, or when I started to feel anxious, it sort of became quite overbearing. And it felt like I couldn't function, even like my daily tasks. There'd be moments where I'd have panic attacks. I've never had panic attacks before in my life. You know, when I was younger, I was a bit claustrophobic, but I've never felt my mental health being this affected. As soon as I moved into my new place and dancing again and seeing familiar faces and friends again, slowly, the big anxiety like left, and the smaller anxieties I was able to manage. Emerging back into the society it felt like something had been lifted. It felt like almost like a relief in a sense. It was such a happy thing to see everyone back dancing. Everyone was in such a happy mood. Definitely like an extraordinary feeling. Intimate and emotional, and also freeing and liberating for myself. But it's just a happy place to be, right? When you're in that moment, you know, you're connecting with someone, you're feeling an intimate connection with someone, a stranger most times, someone you don't even know. And to have that connection in that particular moment is quite special. No matter how anxious I'm feeling, as long as I'm dancing, that just helps me to feel better. That's the beauty of dance, really. It can heal anything the world throws at you.